I was thinking maybe I could tattoo hair into my bald spot.
Tattoo hair.
Yeah, there's a spot back here.
There's just a little curly one on the top.
Yeah. I just walk in there and be like, hey, Brad, touch me up, bro.
Touch me up, bro. Touch me up.
You'll give me a 1 on the sides, back, and keep it high and
It's
tight.
fading a little bit. It's fading.
Oh, looks like Lego hair.
It's just a block.
You don't like my hair, dude?
You like my hair, dude?
Welcome to the Sota Show with Exquisite and d.mo. And Jacob G is on controls. This is the Sota Show. This is the Sota Show.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. It really is.
All right.
Start the show. Let's get it. Do you only wear Honda hats? By the way, I meant to ask.
I
this.
actually only wear Honda hats.
You rep Honda pretty hard.
I'll ride a Harley, but I rep Honda pretty hard.
Right,
Only a Honda.
right.
I do have 20 hats. Every single one of them.
Do
says
you
Honda.
have a Honda?
Do you have a sponsor?
I actually don't.
What car do you have?
What kind of car? I have a Mazda.
What's the
CX-5.
license plate number?
JNC.
We're gonna have to beep
And
that out.
3 numbers.
We're gonna have to beep that out. We're gonna have to
No,
beep
it's
that
okay.
out. I can't believe you said that on Candy Camera.
What are they gonna do with a person's license
If you want to
plate?
steal my
Look 'em
identity,
up.
you're more than welcome to
I
steal
can just
my
go
identity.
outside
Follow 'em.
and look at someone's license plate and then follow them. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Follow him. He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
look
go-
me up in the
yeah.
license plate book. You guys don't have the license plate book?
We don't, but we'll make it. We'll
I know a
categorize
guy
it.
in the North Mankato Police Department.
I know a guy.
That guy. He's
Yeah.
the janitor, but he gets in there sometimes.
Hire a private investigator. I am looking for a guy. First 3 letters of license plate JNC. I don't know the last 3, but if you could figure it out from there.
I don't know if I'm gonna look this up because this is really suspicious right
It's really
now.
suspicious. I'm luring.
We didn't even clap.
We started. I did the whole 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna keep all that.
And we're clapping.
Yeah.
But we're here. Welcome to the Sota Show.
Welcome everyone to the Sota Show. This is it. Do you know that
Number 10.
this is episode number 10, dude? We made it. Double digits, double D's.
Double D's. And you know what we had to do? We had to crispy it up.
That's right. Ooh.
And that's what this is.
That's it. That's Chris Butch, ladies and gentlemen. Make your rounds of applause.
Make
Thank
your
you.
rounds. Make your rounds.
Make your rounds
I
of
went
applause.
first. Your turn. All right, I'll go again.
That actually is a full round.
Amazing.
That's a full round.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
But
When you see 3 claps in succession, it's actually called a round of claps.
Oh, really?
that's why they say round of applause. So like when they say round of applause, you go.
That's it.
And then no, it has to be in a succession of 3.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like what you call a herd of sheep
Right.
are called a herd when there's more than.
Right. A
I
bundle
actually
of
just made all this up. I've actually made all.
Bro,
that
you
up.
had me, bro. You're so good.
I love it.
You're so good.
You're really good at that.
What I heard.
And basically bullshitting.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
bullshitting.
saying.
Yeah.
What I heard. The first time you ever clap, you're just continuously clapping. They're just like longer increments.
Do you ever
You
wonder?
brought this up the other day.
They're
and
just
this is-
slower claps.
Do you ever wonder where claps originated? Who was the first person to start clapping?
Fucking cheeks.
Why?
Dog. That was the first clap.
That was the first clap, and they heard that. They were like,
Like, damn.
oh, shit, that's pretty cool.
Also, snapping is just basically clapping with your fingers.
With your fingers, yes. Yes.
When do you think snapping was invented?
Probably for.
So during the blues,
Yeah.
like 70s.
Yeah.
Is that when
Yeah.
snapping?
Probably
came out?
around then. Probably 50s.
Do you think anybody snapped
60s.
before that?
No.
I think Jesus probably.
100 years ago, were they snapping?
No.
Nope. Only in Christmas carols would they snap, actually.
No, people.
Really?
were
Because that's the only kind of music
Do you
they
think
had.
snapping has been around as long as singing? Do you think they went together?
I think singing was first. Because the first person who sung probably they didn't know what rhythm was, is what I'm assuming. They didn't have a beat, so they were just singing.
You don't think that it's not a natural thing to have rhythm?
I think we've been singing.
No, but I'm
forever.
talking about the first person who was like, oh, and then his friend came over one day and was like,
They formed the first band.
Yeah,
ever
and that was the
made.
first band. That was the Beatles. That's how the Beatles
That
were
was the
formed.
Beatles. Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
how the Beatles were formed.
Thank you, Ringo.
So
He was probably the snapper,
he was probably the guy.
even though he came in late.
He came in late. Yeah, they didn't have no drummer before then. But thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. I wanted to have you on because we've been friends for how long? 2 years? Almost 2 years?
7.
Year and a half?
17 months.
17 months. That's weird. That you know
17
that.
years. I actually made that
No,
up.
not 17
I made up
years. I didn't know
17
you
I mean,
months.
I'm only 24.
I actually
Count
made
it.
it up.
Count it. Carry the one.
So if it was in October on Halloween, that's basically
Yeah.
November of 2021. Right now it is
October.
March.
It is March now, so don't do
So-
the math in your head. You're gonna hurt
So
yourself.
March
Year and
to
a half.
October to March would be 5
and a
more
half.
months from a year is 17 months.
You actually had it right.
Damn.
I actually made that
Spot
up.
on.
To be honest with
Why are
you,
you here? Why don't you work for NASA or something?
Yeah, for real.
I can usually tell when it's raining outside
Damn.
by just walking outside.
We got our own Mark Torello.
We got a Mark Torello
Let's
over
go.
here.
I'm not
Yeah, I
lying
don't
to
know
you.
any other weathermen. So
No, that's
lying
the only
to
one.
that's
I
my
know.
only reference. Do you know any local weathermen in your town? You're from Rochester, correct?
I'm from Austin, and
You're
all of
from
them wear
Austin,
white
Minnesota.
t-shirts. All of them wear
You're from
weatherman.
Otana? You're from.
Do you know all
Well,
these
Are you
weathermen?
from? Are you from?
From a
Space.
little town called Dexter, Minnesota.
Ooh,
Byron.
yeah.
Those are dope first names.
Those are really
That's
cool
actually the
first
name
names.
of my
No,
two
but you're
sons.
from Austin, Minnesota.
I am from Austin, Minnesota. And if you guys didn't know, that's where they make Spam.
That's what we saw the Spam Museum.
They
last
have a
time we were
Spam
there.
museum.
Super cool.
They have Hormel. It
I
smells.
like. Yeah, it smells interesting. I like how. I like how they take. I like how they take you on like the history of Spam, like in the
They
World
do.
Yeah.
War I and
That is
stuff,
cool.
and
They were
make-
using Spam when
right.
they were in the trenches.
Hey, low key though.
World War II.
Back in high school, for gym class for some reason we made like a spam and egg kind of like we just had a spam and egg day, and I liked it, man.
Wouldn't that be
Cooked
tearing you?
spam.
It was good.
Cooked spam.
Oh,
A lot
cooked
of
Spam.
sodium.
I guess that actually does
Lot of
make sense
sodium.
for breakfast.
Right. Cooked spam for sure with some eggs.
Tearing
What is
that
the
ass
best
up, though.
way to have Spam?
Best way to. I don't eat Spam.
What?
But you're
I
from
haven't.
Austin.
I am from Austin.
You make Spam. You literally.
I thought
I
everyone from
personally-
Austin
I've
loved
seen you.
it.
No, I thought you did. I thought everyone from Austin just worked at the
Everybody
Spam
from Austin
factory.
meets up when they're done with work on different shifts. So my shift is first shift,
Your
and
first
I
shift,
I go
okay.
in and I help
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the Spam. All of us holding
awesome.
hands.
What part of the process of the Spam do you make the S part, the
I
A
add
part, the
I
P,
add
the
the
M?
salt.
You add salt.
Just the salt though.
You're the salt.
They're
That's
measuring it
gotta
by
be
the
the
pinch.
hardest job though.
Yeah, it is. I go.
Salt Bay ain't got shit on you.
Yeah, you don't even go like this.
You know
No,
what? You know what else Austin also
sprinkle.
has though?
What else?
An amazing tattoo shop there.
They do
They
have a
do.
tattoo shop. That's actually where we first met.
We did meet there.
Algorithm Tattoo.
Yeah, shout out Braden Nelson.
Shout out Braden
Algorithm.
Nelson.
Algorithm. I love that.
Yeah, see,
Algorithm.
so we made and we met there. You made an album called Dad Shoes and Tattoos
I did.
in 2022.
I did based on the fact that Braden Nelson, my friend,
Yes.
wears New Balance shoes.
Yeah,
And one
those
day I just
lawnmower
went, Dad
shoes.
shoes and tattoos.
Those are those lawnmower shoes.
show them your dad shoes today.
I got some dad
Everyone
shoes.
show
on.
you shoes. I don't
These
really
are
have
the
dad
Air
shoes.
Max. We got the
And
Air
then show them your
Maxes.
tattoos.
Got some tats.
Yep. I can't show them. I have a long sleeve on, but
I don't
I
have
do
any.
have. I have
It's a long
two.
sleeve.
I don't
Three.
have any
Actually, here's
tattoos.
one.
Nice.
You can see that. I probably didn't show it that good.
It's pretty dope.
But we were in Austin. We met you for that first show.
We did.
You were dressed up really nice. That's all I remember.
It was a Halloween. It was a Halloween show.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Halloween contest.
Yeah.
I was
It's like a costume contest.
I was Ghost Malone.
Ghost Malone.
I had Post Malone tattoos, and I actually wore the suit from my sister's wedding. I don't know why.
They looked sharp.
looked
I did
good.
want
It
a
looked really good.
I did want a cowboy hat though, but I couldn't make that happen.
Ooh.
You know.
Dude, if you had
I
like a cowboy hat and like a guitar.
Bud Light.
Yeah. And earlier
Bud
that day,
Light.
I went to Walmart
Bud
and
Light.
people. I was running into people. Obviously, they knew me and they went, "Oh, when did you
Get those.
when did you get the face tats?" I was like, "Yeah, they're fake."
Yeah,
and
I would have
so-
played
so-
it off.
So you're saying you have real tattoos?
I do.
And you got
I have a lot
fake
of I
tattoos.
suppose it actually wouldn't look that abnormal for.
But do you
if I
wanna
had
commit?
face
Does that make
tattoos,
you lose
people
all
would.
tattoo credibility?
Do you want to commit though?
No.
No.
Do you want to commit to like a face tag? You know?
Not right now.
Yeah.
I think that if
You
I
eventually
was
would?
able to make a steady income off of music, then I think it's like my rite of passage, right? So like maybe the day that
But
I
you got
go
neck
full time,
tattoos.
I do,
like
and
2 inches
I'll
up.
probably have a head tattoo before I have a fucking
Yeah.
face tattoo.
I mean,
What do
you're
you wanna
running
get on
out of
your head?
space.
I don't know.
You're running out of space.
Maybe
Melon?
I was thinking maybe I could tattoo hair into my bald spot.
Tattoo hair.
Yeah, there's a spot back here.
There's just a little curly one on the top.
Yeah. I just walk in there and be like, "Hey, Brad, touch me up, bro."
Touch me up, man. Touch me up.
You'll give me a 1 on the sides,
It's
back, and keep it high and
It's
tight.
fading a little bit. It's fading.
Oh, it looks like Lego hair.
It's just a block.
You don't like my hair, dude?
Like my hair, dude.
Hey, check out my dude.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
No, but you had a suit on. You had the neck tattoo.
I
or the
did.
face
So
tattoos.
actually, Alec Bowick, Beezy, he knows Braden as well, and he actually went in there and like did the groundwork for that. He was like,
Oh, he kind of started it up a little
yeah,
bit.
he said like, I know these guys from Mankato, fucking legit, man, run a studio out of there, and like let's do a rap show here, basically. And then Braden hit me up and he was like, hey, there's these guys from Mankato that rap. We're gonna do a rap show at Algorithm with them. Do you want to headline it? Because you're my boy. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, say less. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
sick as fuck.
Yeah, so that's what we did.
I mean, when I pulled up there, he's in a suit,
In a
face
suit.
tats, looking
Dapper.
like Ghost Malone.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah, looking dapper, looking fresh.
Mm.
And then he just becomes this like the most professional dude that I've ever like met. Shakes everyone's hand. He's like, "How we doing? Yeah, welcome. You know, thanks for coming. And then like 5 minutes later, I find out it's not even his place. And it's Braden's. And I was like, "You're really pulling it off right now. Like you're really making that show like happen." It was nice.
And we hadn't even heard any of your music yet. We
Right.
felt that connection with you instantly. I was dressed up like fucking Steve Irwin.
Stevie.
Okay, he had a frog on his.
Yo, I was
You're like
riding
a
a
frog.
frog.
Go ahead and give him your best Steve Irwin impression right now.
Crikey! Look at that there.
Crikey,
That's pretty good.
That's a squirrel. I'm gonna go pick it up.
I'm gonna go pick it with a
Crikey!
stick.
Look at that there. It's a snake. A python. One bite, you could be dead.
One point.
I'm gonna go poke it with a stick.
That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That was
That's
good.
It. That's
You
it.
should have done that night. Convinced
Should've.
everybody that
I
you
should have
were
done that.
you were him.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good night, good overall like vibe there. We had a DJ there with yeah, switch it around. We had a DJ. We had to pass around one mic that night. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
But then after that, I mean, what was our first studio session?
Were you already writing, like in the process of writing, like Dad Shoes?
I
and
had the
Tattoos?
song "Dad Shoes and Tattoos" and
That's
that's it.
it. Yeah.
That's it.
'cause
Dad
you
Shoes
did
and
it
Did you do
Tattoos.
it that night?
Yes,
Yeah, you
Okay.
did that night.
but the "Dad Shoes and Tattoos," most of the album was written post meeting you guys.
Post meeting.
Actually, and almost inspired by, because I was like so happy that I was like I started going to the studio
Back
here
in
and I
it.
was like, I'm writing like crazy. My music sounds good, because I was producing my own music before that and doing myself a disservice. It's just like it's too much to take on, and I just had no idea what I was doing. Like enough to make music, but not enough
Yeah.
to make music productively.
Yeah.
And I've always been a talented writer, but I think when we met, I was like, this is amazing.
Chemistry was there immediately. We had
Was.
our first few sessions. We wrote
Yeah.
the first like 3 songs on the album. I think it was like Not My Fault, Second Chances, and maybe one more in there too. Maybe I don't know. When I first the first time I had you in the studio and saw you because I saw you do the Dad Shoes and Tattoos at the show and I was like, this man's dressed in a suit and he's rapping nasty as fuck right now. He's killing it. And then you come in the studio and the booth and it's the same energy, but it's a sense of like your confidence behind the microphone. Where did that come from, bro? Because that's when people hear you on the mic, it's different. It
I
really
didn't
is.
know I had one. I didn't. I was like, before I started coming. But when I started coming here, there was definitely confidence that I gained in like coming into the studio and just basically practicing. And when you can hear yourself in a mic, it's one of the
Yeah.
coolest feelings in the world, right? You're like in the studio, it's pretty much black. Like all you can see is like the backdrop and everything, and you're hearing yourself. I'm even like closing my eyes, right? And you're just hearing the beat, and I can hear myself how I sound. and
Indulging yourself.
it's cool. And then like when you've recorded a take and you're hearing what you've got and you're ad-libbing it, it's like you're having a conversation with yourself, right?
Yeah.
And that can get really goofy.
No,
that
it
can get
can.
like
I mean, you get
You can get goofy too.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
You
You
have.
can and do.
I like
Yeah, for real.
You can and do.
personality is a good thing to have.
Oh,
with
absolutely.
music.
And so and that's comes across like 100% in Dad Shoes and Tattoos. I want to go back and like, since we haven't been able to break down the project, like looking back, you know, being almost, you know, a year and a half removed or whatever, a year from the release, or rather. I mean,
Just about.
Yeah, just about or whatever. How is it been just receiving like people's reactions to it, and now looking back, like, what are your thoughts on that whole experience of that album?
I think it was received really well by a lot of people. I think the more like I go out and do shows too, it's really cool. Nobody really expects for me to walk on stage and start spitting Dad Shoes and Tattoos, or like really to rap in any like decent way at all.
Yeah.
Like most of the time when I walk up there, I get the feeling that people are like, all right, okay, like he's covered in tattoos and you're gonna rap for me, huh, buddy?
Interesting.
All right, okay.
All right.
Or like maybe I've talked to him before that instead of pretense or whatever.
Sure.
But as soon as I start rapping, people start receiving it pretty well. They're like, oh, you know what?
The ears perk up a little
Man,
bit.
I fuck with that. Okay,
Yeah.
man, I fuck with that.
I could listen to that again.
It's fun.
That's how it is, because, like, I don't know, you're just personable.
It's fun. It really depends too on like how you're feeling that day. Every show is so individual because like maybe you're more nervous or it depends who you have there, and I don't know, man. It's different every time.
And like, I mean, looking back, what are some of your favorite songs off the project? Like that you still like to perform, and that you like, just some standouts. Because I know everyone's your baby. It's hard to pick a favorite, but looking back, I mean, are there any you still gravitate towards?
I wrote a song for my wife called Briar Noel, and that was probably my favorite song off there.
Yeah.
Followed by the one I wrote for my kid, and those are actually written at the end of the album.
I think those were the two last ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Briar's song was 9th and Ken's was 11th, and our collab was 10th.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And those are all written within the same time frame too, basically.
Those are both beautiful songs.
I mean, Briar's always been my favorite. It's such a good, like, the vibe of it brings you in. Ken's is like it's the fun outro, and
it's fun.
I also appreciate all the shout outs on that album as well.
Yeah.
The whole process is,
You were a part of it.
Man, just being a part of it, and like that being like one of my first like full length albums, like rap albums to come out of the studio. It was such a cool experience. I mean, we made a classic.
We made an experience, man. A fucking whole movie, bro. Here
Absolutely.
was a succession of months that included a lot of people.
Yeah.
And just a vibe the whole time, man. Just incredible.
And what does your first single off the project? I want to go to that. What Makes Me Me, right? What is that? What is that song about? And why is that? Why was that the first one you wanted people to hear? Because that's a special one.
So I actually wrote when I started writing that song. It was the day after my grandfather had died, and I was like in an emotional mood. It's weird because maybe you're emotional one day, and that emotion doesn't always have to like translate in the same way. Like basically, I'm saying like because I was sad about my grandfather, like it didn't mean I had to write a song about my grandpa dying, right?
Yeah.
But I could take that emotion from that song and like write a sad song.
Yes.
Think about something else sad, and then like maybe something that I want to talk about more. But it's like a piece of me, right? So it's my history and everything about me, man. And very individual things. Like when I'm a triplet, is included in there. The campground that I grew up in as a kid.
8 years old at the local camper.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a story, man. And a good one.
It's a really good wholesome track, and it shows your inspirations. And so your main inspirations are, I'm assuming, your wife and your kid and your life. What drives you are those the people that drive you every single day, and how do you take that inspiration and put it into music?
I think they're part of my life, and I appreciate them both, right? I think what drives my life is like now realizing, brick by brick, you're building a legacy, right? And at the end of the day, your actions, that's what's going to make you, You know, you're building up all these years and all these days into like what was the project of your life, your whole life as a movie, right? And all those choices make up you, and being cognizant of like how the choices negatively, say you tell a lie, right? That also affects you in a negative way. I feel like the only way to grow is to be real.
Yeah.
First with yourself. You have to be very honest with yourself.
What is one thing you look back on that you wish you could tell your like former self or like your younger self about where you are now? Because you've gone through a lot. You've had you're gone through addictions and all that kind of stuff. Like what would you tell your younger self about where you're at now, knowing like, and there's a light that just went off right there. That's okay. But like, yeah, no, like what would you tell your younger self knowing where you're at now?
I
wanna
wish
fix this light.
Okay, I wish when I was younger I would have. That's so funny. I immediately turned to you. I'm like, all right, since he left,
well,
so I guess my second option over
I
here.
got
No,
it.
I'm just kidding.
I'm over here, guys.
I wish I would have perceived things a lot differently when I was a kid.
Just
I wish I would have understood, like first of all, how serious it is to practice good character and make good life choices, and not messed up so much, but like messing up it'll always be what leads.
That's how you
Yeah.
find that new perception as well.
Yeah,
It's like,
it is, and it's funny how you don't ever really grasp it until it does happen, and you do make the mistake and learn your lesson. Such a necessary part of life.
you didn't know that was a lesson you needed to learn.
I wish that I could have invested my time more wisely, though. Sometimes,
Yeah, I feel that too.
you know, that would have been cool to, because I could have had a lot more success early. Like say you're 10 years old and you start actually grasping the fact that like if I take this serious right now, and like say you want to practice medicine and you start practicing medicine right then, like you could be a doctor basically by the time you're.
Sure.
Yeah, I know you technically couldn't get into school. Well, I mean, I guess if you had your head on straight, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe they would let you.
And it's easy to say that too, you know, no going back. Like I think all the time, like where would I be right now if I would have just like started doing music earlier? You know, those thoughts often creep in your head of like when at least when I'm not working, I'm like I'm one of those freaking people that I'm like, if I'm not working or if I'm not doing something, I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing. I'm not doing enough. You know what I mean? So, like, do you often get those feelings? Because I don't know if a lot of artists feel this way, but when you're in a creative mode and when you're making things, do you like what mindset do you like to be in the most when you're creating? What's your comfortability spot?
Happy. Most of the time, happy or sad, man.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know if necessarily there's a mind state. I kind of end up putting myself into a mind state.
Okay.
Typically when I start writing, and you kind of like get into a flow state, you kind of vibe off yourself basically.
Yeah.
I will say that I did write often in my car.
Yeah.
That was a really comfortable place for me. Now I really haven't been writing at all, but now if I am writing, I'm at my house typically.
Get the lights on. Get a little bit of wine, a little bit of Pinot, maybe.
Light a candle.
Ooh, get in the bathtub.
Get some
You know
peanuts.
what I mean? Burn some incense, peanuts.
Get in the tub.
Peanuts.
Like a bowl of peanuts, or are you getting the whole planter's
If I was gonna
jar?
put something in a bowl, it would be shredded cheese.
Why?
You're telling me
You're right.
You're telling me
taking
you're
pinches
telling me
of
you
shredded
just
cheese.
wait.
But the
Stop
thing, hey,
stop the podcast.
whoa, calm down.
You're
calm
telling
down.
me
What if it's like?
you
What
put
if it's
a
like?
bowl? You get a bowl of cheese.
What if it's like-
shredded
Yeah,
cheese,
hey,
and
y'all
just-
don't do that, or
What if it's like
Pinch.
Gouda? What if it's like Gouda though? Hey, calm down over there,
When's the last time you had shredded Gouda?
bro.
So-
When's the last time you
I'll
did it?
wait.
shredded mozzarella.
Yesterday.
Not shredded.
Did you?
It wasn't shredded.
So actually,
Probably sliced.
Thursday night, we were pretty low on the groceries.
Yeah.
So I ate cheese for supper.
What do you mean you ate
Like
cheese
sliced.
for supper?
What I had done,
What kind
Like
of cheese?
Kraft.
it was mozzarella,
Not bad.
shredded,
Shredded
Not
mozz.
bad.
put into a bowl.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Melted or no? Just
It wasn't
raw?
melted, just raw. And they do put some flour on it too. I
Right.
found out recently.
Right, they
You
do.
put flour
Yeah.
on
After they've
cheese.
grated the cheese,
So they don't stick
flour is
together.
added so it doesn't all stick together. Because think
Why
about
does
the
that matter?
consistency
You're
of
eating
cheese.
What do you mean? Why
Because
does
you
it
don't want it
matter?
to stick
It's
together for
shredded.
when it's shredded and you can sprinkle it.
You're not.
What's the point of being shredded if it's stuck together?
No, a lot of people. I personally, obviously, I was in the situation of eating it, but a lot of people will put it on tacos.
Homie works at a
or,
pizza place and he doesn't know what the fuck they do with cheese.
Oh, you do work at a pizza place.
I don't make
It's
the pizzas.
mozzarella.
I don't make
What
the
do you use for
pizzas.
pizza?
I prep
Mozzarella.
I prep, okay? I make dough.
All right.
I worked at a pizza place once.
Did you really?
Casey's.
Casey's.
Casey's Pizza. You guys both
Same.
are Casey's guys.
I did. You know how I got fired from Casey's?
How'd
You
you get
stole a
fired?
pizza and ate it. Cause same.
So this is what I did.
Did you actually? Was that actually?
No, I
No.
quit.
Oh.
How did you get
Go
fired?
ahead.
So there I was. I was at Casey's General Store.
Okay. All right. I'm in
Okay.
it.
There
Okay.
He is.
I'm in. I'm gonna close my eyes and you paint me a word picture.
Blooming Prairie, Minnesota. Picture a cornfield,
I'm in
Okay.
it.
every direction.
That's
A
where I'm
small
at.
town.
Direction.
If you
With the
blink,
Casey's.
if you blink, you're through the town. 218 north. So
Okay.
there I am on drugs. Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of
A lot of different drugs.
making a pizza.
Couldn't remember exactly what drug that day, but guaranteed one.
Okay.
And what I had done is I stole a lottery ticket, a $50 lottery ticket. And this is how I did it. I scratched off the bottom where the codes thing is. And working at a gas
what'd you
station,
use? What'd you use to scan it?
actually, I couldn't tell you. Now that I think about it, it was probably an 8-inch to 10-inch buck knife. I just whipped it out.
Damn, you just said I got it. Don't worry about it. All right. All right.
And I
continue.
scanned it, and I found out, this is what I found out, $200 winner.
What? Did you cash in on that?
Yeah, I
on,
cashed that
Sam.
motherfucker right out then and there, bro. I swear
on,
to God.
So we were talking about your early days as a musician, where you started, and like, how did you start rapping? Like, you mentioned earlier off
Well, yeah,
camera.
I think I don't know where I saw it. I think it was honestly in our Snapchat group chat, possibly. But it was you. I don't know how old you were. How old were you? I think you were at.
11. 16.
He was at 11.
This is 16.
You were in high school. You were 16,
14? Maybe 14.
maybe 14.
I don't know.
In a high school talent show
you guys
Yeah, I was.
on stage.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but you guys gotta take out the gum.
Is it smacking or what?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a podcast.
You're a podcast. Listen,
Look, at least your
I
breath
just
smells
won't
better.
chew.
It does smell good.
I won't chew. Okay.
He did take the microphone before we started and put it up to his ass.
I did.
And then he put it right up to his mouth.
I did.
So
Now
Ethan
he's got
did
pink
need
eye.
the gum.
I've had pink eye.
You got pink tongue, bro.
I've
I had
had
pink eye. I
Yeah.
gave the mic pink eye.
It's because I eat ass. That's
All
why.
right. Well, thanks for
Anyway.
saying.
Put it back in.
But you were at a talent show, high school talent show, just spitting bars. Just spitting straight bars. And you were 16 years old. You had the front flat bill on, I'm pretty sure. Probably a Honda hat.
I was wearing a Buffalo Sabres
Buffalo
hockey jersey.
Sabres.
And I had
Fire.
ordered a fake gold chain that was
Way too big.
yellow.
Yeah,
Yellow.
New
And I had the
chain,
Freemason symbol on the bottom, the Golgotha.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn.
So I was pimping, bro. Had the fake diamonds in it.
So you've been rapping since you were 16 then?
16.
About 16, that was like your start kind of?
Yep.
In the rap game, as you say. What what created that?
Weed.
All right.
Pretty much weed and Eminem.
Weed and Eminem.
Hey,
That's all it takes, really. Mix those two
Yeah.
things
why did
together.
you start weed?
Hey, we did a lot of freestyling. Wasn't any good. My first rap name, Papa Cankles.
Papa Cankles.
I had a song one time. I had a-
With Papa Cankle.
I had a No Hands remix. That was the first song I ever
that's
recorded.
Perfect.
And the no hand, and one of the verses was PAPACANK. You know I'm the best.
Hey, Papa
Hey.
Cankles all up on you,
Oh,
busting
son.
on your chest.
Hey.
I am better than I don't remember how.
That's bars,
I
though.
remember the Papa Cankles.
I don't even know how to spell
Oh, that's
Cankles.
actually yes. I don't even remember my first rap.
was
I
bad.
love it.
You don't remember the first rap you recorded?
I have it written down. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Recorded?
That
Damn.
song I could probably still do.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for me.
Mm.
It's not free, but you know that I'ma get it like a clock, and then I set it. I go hard and never let up. I'm killing it, feeling it, stealing it, pulling it down, just to get it around the fact that I've been brought to the ground so many times. I'm filling the rhymes. The lady's just so fine, and I've been thinking of taking you. I was gonna say life.
Out of nowhere.
But,
That's good.
RKO out of nowhere with that.
yeah, dude, that was one of my first raps that I ever wrote. And I
Really?
recorded that with J-Fro.
So you like rapping fast though too, huh?
I did.
Yeah.
I still do.
What's your
no, you still
favorite
do.
rapper?
Favorite rapper. It just depends on the age and
Right.
the era.
What did you
Right.
listen to when you were starting to rap?
Eminem.
Eminem and
That
what
was
else?
all Eminem. Drake, Kanye. Back when like Childish Gambino was big. To be honest, I had on
Freaks and Geeks, bro.
what's that Pandora. I would just
Yeah.
like throw it
Yeah,
on a
that thing.
playlist,
I had
bro,
that.
and I would anything that came on there. So
Yeah.
That's dope.
I did like that about Pandora. It's just kind of just like a shuffle.
Big Sean, I fucked with
It
back
put me
then.
on a
Sean.
lot of artists. It put me on like
Sean
Logic,
Don.
Big Sean, Childish. I actually found all those people off of
Yeah.
Pandora. That was dope. Back in the day, back
Machine Gun
with
Kelly.
ads. I didn't want to pay for
Okay.
shit.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that was way back. For
That was
Machine
way
Gun
back.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Have you done done rap since, or like have you taken breaks? Has there been like a time period where you weren't kind of like writing or rapping or anything like that?
So I actually stopped rapping for a while when I got sober.
When you got sober?
When I got sober from meth and went into treatment, because my life was kind of put on hold, and I correlated so much of it with doing drugs.
So you were
especially
writing
meth.
while you were like high.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like that's like what I did
Yeah.
when I was high.
So then when you got sober, you just kind of lost that kind of.
I didn't lose it. And I was still heavily included in music.
Mhm.
And that's actually when I started like stage performing, was when I was in Teen Challenge.
What exactly?
Otherwise, I hadn't done a lot of it.
What exactly is Teen Challenge?
Teen Challenge, Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge, Rochester is where I went, and it's a 13-month treatment program that the short term is licensed by the state, and the long term is completely faith based and funded by churches,
Okay.
donation,
Okay.
but it's a good program.
And you were performing there.
I was. We could do this motherfucker in the dark, bro. we've had some.
You look at me right here. You
What
think
the
I'm phased by
fuck?
this fucking light going
We've
out? You think
quite
this
a
isn't my
few
first
technical
podcast,
difficulties.
Not doing a light. Okay, not having a light in that shit. Look
All
at me.
day. Let's do
All
this.
day. Let's gonna keep going. It's gonna flicker and shit.
So
I'm
you
gonna
were-
turn it off, and you're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Wait. So you performed there, at the teen thing?
I did.
You
I
did?
was playing guitar and singing.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Yep.
Is that where you learned guitar? Or you kind of already knew?
No, I started with guitar way before rap.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, I
I-
started writing songwriting when I was young, maybe like 10, 11,
Okay.
and just playing guitar by ear, writing
Yeah.
songs on guitar.
That's one thing that blew my mind, because like you pick up the guitar around here all the time and like play a little bit, but the fact that you just do it all kind of by ear and stuff and just
It's the only way I know how.
like that amazed me, because I have to like know the note. I gotta know like kind of, and I can hear it out once I know the note a little bit, but you just kind of go by ear, and it's amazing. Like you freestyle with it a little
I
bit.
love the candle.
It's podcast. It's Sota Show After Dark.
We gonna
Sponsored
get-
by Blue Chew.
Yeah, we gonna get freaky. We gonna get freaky.
We're gonna talk about the real topics now. Okay. What is your favorite sex position?
Old school missionary.
Interesting.
Alright.
Old school, just like basic.
Yeah.
I low-key like it.
Personally,
Yeah.
I like to.
It's not bad.
I like to eat the poon first.
Right.
I like to missionary and then.
My mother watches
Yeah.
this.
Well, this
I'm not
is the
joking.
Sota Show After Dark.
Mom, just cut out.
Just skip
right
to the
now.
next minute.
Yeah.
Okay. After this.
But I do enjoy missionary. You know, you get to look directly into
Stop,
their soul.
don't do that. Don't do
You
that.
get to
ever.
understand what they're feeling.
Don't do that ever.
You get to become one person.
Here, I got a question, and I've had this question for a long time. What does this smell like?
It smells like a burning candle.
It doesn't have a smell.
No, it doesn't.
Smells
a
like
scentless candle.
smells like if you put
a
like
scent-
Smells like my nostrils are burning.
leaves
That's a
in a
scentless
fire.
I don't know. I've always wondered. I've never been able to figure it out. I think it's just a scentless candle.
Is it non-GMO?
Is it
a toxic
is it
candle,
vegan?
Be honest.
No, it is vegan. It is.
That's a vegan candle?
It's it doesn't eat meat.
I guess I'll try it.
Try to eat it. One time when I was young, I thought that a candle at a wedding was a cookie, and
You ate it?
I bit it. I didn't eat it. I didn't actually finish eating it, but
All right, come on.
yeah.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Look, we're gonna go ahead and just say a nice prayer with this candle. Dear Lord, please, podcast gods, I pray that we don't lose this footage.
Yeah.
This podcast works out.
Maybe something that we've recorded is slightly usable, and
I hope that we get content
Yeah.
that we don't have to scrub
for the
completely.
amount of time invested. Like they roll up, they were like, yeah, it'll be fine. We'll just set up. It'll take like 30 minutes. And we'll pretty much be done. It's like, and then
2 hours later, we're still here in the dark.
Cole Brennell's probably like, where the fuck is this guy?
But on that note, we do have one final
you hold this?
reoccurring segment
Here, Ethan, you hold
of
that.
the show that we have to involve every
right.
guest in because it is
Rapid reactions. Rapid reactions.
with
Number
Chris
one-
B.
7.
That's not the question.
That was rapid though.
That's actually correct. I have questions. We have 10 episodes, so I'm giving you 10 questions.
10.
Okay. And you just answer them as honestly but as fastly as possible.
Okay.
This is rapid. Okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. Can I get a countdown?
3 and 2 1.
Favorite workout in the gym?
Curls.
Favorite candy?
Reese's.
Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
A-Rod.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I want to be invisible and sneak into my wife's room while she's naked.
Okay, go to vacation spots.
Vacation. Wait, what? Now,
Go to vacation spot.
this year we're going to Massachusetts
Worst place to poop in your pants?
on a beach.
That's a lot of saying.
That's a pretty shitty
That's
place.
some shit down your leg.
Favorite TV show?
House.
Record or perform?
Record.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
MJ.
Favorite member of F3?
Damn, put him in a tough spot here.
Gotta think here. Everybody equally.
Yeah, there we go. Good.
Everyone's just too nice. They never just
Round of
pick
applause.
someone.
Hey, round of applause. Let's do a round of applause. Ready?
Oh yeah, I thought we were doing it in the
Yeah,
threes.
'cause it was the
you know?
threes.
I haven't
Yeah,
used
right.
three. I can't do it.
It's
I
a
have
round.
Okay, so now let's blow out the candle and let's send it off. Thank you again, everyone, for first of all watching this episode. It got off the rails real fast, but you know what? That's the Sota Show.
That's
Soda
a soda
show.
show.
Okay, we don't have any rails.
We don't have, yeah, joke's on you. We don't have any rails.
Show with exquisite and d.mo.
And crispy.
is our control.
Odd Cole's
He
on
actually
controls.
is right now.
Yeah,
This is the Sota Show.
Oh yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's end it nicely. We have
Yes, please.
You know, we did it last week. You saw it with Jacob G first time. We did a little live performance at the end of it. I was curious, what song would you want to do
What song are you gonna do for us today?
for the live
I'm
performance?
gonna do the song "Crop Top."
Crop top.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
about me wearing one time I wore a crop top.
Hell yeah.
Cock.
And this is crop. This is crop top.
by Christian Butt Show.
On a poppin' uno más time. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out d.mo on the camera. Yeah. Yo, little baby, I'm the next to pop. I've been kinda looking like a whitehead shit. I've been coming clean like I'm next to pop. I don't give a half like crop top, man. I go full throttle like rap. And I got a whole lot of films and a lot of tattoos. Finna fly, my name is Azu. Shake a big baby, I'm about to pass, and I really love my mama. I ain't really about that drama. I got a couple homies that OD. I'm no white girl, no Blanco. So I'm screaming out RIP and quietly. Sobriety has kind of been the right vibe for me. Couple tears won't wipe for me. I got a fat, fanny little wifey G, and I'm not the one that's toting guns. I got a daughter, and I'm having fun just being me. Big and eggs only be a need for me. I don't need to live light like I'm on the streets. Ain't no disrespect to all the people that's living that. It just isn't me, so I cannot put that inside of my rap. Man, I'm a stone cold stunner. I'm writing in my jean shorts. Now I'm drinking Steve Weisers. Cause I wanna be a senior, and I know that I take it too far when I'm in a sauce, and I would rather do that with rapping. I ain't talking no fit and no cap. My hometown giving me daps. I ain't talking no pussy, no cat. I'm like food when it falls on the ground, minus table, cause I could scrap. But I won't because I'm a dad and my daughter's watching. I'm sliding in like 9 toboggans on a bumpy road, no chicken pocket. I'm slobber knocking mobsters in their boxers. I'm a father while their mama watching. I'm a beast. I've been on my 06 Britney. Middle fingers up yelling, d.mo, come get me. You gon' have to haul me out, don't call me out. I'm not Verizon, but I'll raise the bar like my daughter, baby. I'm a beast, baby. I'll take 2 of you at least, baby. You should keep me on a leash, baby. Coming hotter than a fleece, baby. All week, baby. I'm a deep, baby. This is sounding kinda neat, baby. Got your baby on her knees, baby. All sweet, baby. Got the heat, baby, with the sweet. Everybody, please make a little bit of noise in the back. Just because we're from Spam Town doesn't mean we spam. I'm saying it. What everybody's thinking. Yo, look. I've been in the Motown, throw it down, slow it down, speed it up, beat it up, USC. Out of Kelly, I'm a USC. My USB is heat. They're like, who that he? I slam my knee, I'm Pete. I'm a ghost, I'm going for broke, I'm going for hope. And I mow down hoes and no hoes, I'm 10 toes down, I'm getting around, I'm getting the sound profound. I'm pro now, the pronoun killer, I'm crispy. Yeah, dad shoes and tattoos, baby. Yeah, cause we ride motorcycles. Yeah, and drink water. Yeah. So yeah. Like,